EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us... The veteran Nick Folk about ready to get this show started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. Led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
That's good for the Cowboys.
Here's Tua. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
What we saw last week, Mike, was just a quarterback that was taking what the defense gave him and just playing a really well-rounded game. I mean, he found the end zone a total of 3 times, twice on the ground, once through the air. But most importantly, he avoided those back-breaking mistakes that could have come back to haunt him. If he continues to play at that level, it's going to be a hard team to beat on any given day.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
From the gun on third down, it's Winston. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
Go ahead.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, no chance at all. He'll go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the 1st quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the 2nd?
The Buccaneers offense and Jameis Winston getting set to go to work again. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. Winston to throw on 1st down. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Winston. He'll find the rookie from LSU, Brian Thomas. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Winston. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Winston. He's got it inside the 5. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Ready?
Throwing, Jameis. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's into the end zone. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will up the lead to 5.
Buccaneers 7, Cowboys 2.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Now Tua. Now screen set up for Irving. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
Go ahead.
Tua gonna throw. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
A 56-yard gain on the play.
So we are... Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Solo left Zion.
Now it's Tua. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Winston. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mekhi Blackman. And he is just going to waltz his way. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Cowboys will up it to a 2-point lead. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Winston to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Second down throw for Jameis. Got a man. It's Thomas. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4. They'll run. This is Hall. And this will be a Bucs first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. He'll go again with Hall. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Winston. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 4th down, Winston. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
To negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, Winston. He'll look underneath for Hall. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go. Winston. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down. In motion comes Thomas. Here's Jameis. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Woo! That is catch number 60 for the season.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
On the run, here's Hall. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Ready. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Flip, flip, flip.
2 minutes to go. First half in a 2-point game. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. They face second down and 7.
Ready.
Another run here with Hall. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. To throw, here's Winston. In trouble, and down he goes. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Folks' kick is good. And the Bucs get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come with.
Now on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
Ready. Green, double team.
A give. Here's Hall. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Ready. Easy, easy, easy. Where'd we go?
This one intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first-half lead into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Buccaneers offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. And he'll work this out to the 23. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Winston looking to throw. Quick throw taken in. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Winston. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
From the gun, Winston. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score.
Get set.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Off he goes. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Irving. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Tua now on 3rd down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Throwing, Jameis. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They give to Hall. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. A run here with Hall. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. They will run it over center with Hall. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. A short one there to Otten. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
In motion comes Thomas. From the gun on third down, it's Winston. And he's in! Jameis Winston. Touchdown, Tampa. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Bucs are going to open up the lead to 8. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. He's going to run it. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Off play action, it's Tua. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Give him 16 there, and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Tua. Got it with Smith and Jigba. Not just the first down, but reception number 70 on the season. They'll run. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
Ready, shot.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Cowboys. a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Tua gonna throw, and he's gonna go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The Bucs offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Second down throw for Jameis. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Here's Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Wait.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. A give up the middle with Hall. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now here comes the screen to Pierce. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Ready.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Where do we go?
A run here with Pierce. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout. Second down and 3.
Ready. Where do we go?
Winston looking to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And listen, I understand in the huddle sometimes kind of players take it upon themselves to do things like this, but the call there has to be take a knee, move on, shake hands, and go to the locker room. But not in this case.